counselor at Goodville Elementary. We are being closed because of underutilization. We are 66% utilized. They are going to fold Earl into our school and put 800 students in a building that was built for 650. Why is that okay in Inglewood? It's not acceptable. It will mean the loss of mentoring programs. There will be no room for that. Our clinicians will be forced to work in hallways or closets again. We should not put up with this in Inglewood. We need to fight.
Yes, fight, fight, fight.
Step on.
Right. Whole school! Whole school! All right, we're going to bring up Donna Roberts from Action Now. Come on up.
Good morning. How are you? As you said, my name is Donna Roberts, and I'm a very proud member of Action Now. I've lived here in the Inglewood community for 52 years. Don't look. I know. But I just thank God. You know, and when I came to this Inglewood to live here, it was nothing like it is now. But I tell you, the community has gone in a direction that is really not for us. What I'm saying today is, we don't need not one school in Inglewood closing. I was just listening to our very proud graduate of Banneker here, Mr. Bryant, speaking. This is the kind of product that comes from Inglewood. And this is what they are afraid of. We need graduates coming and graduating. Have you taken a look at your Google and seen how the many people that came from Inglewood graduated from Inglewood? We have some very proud people that came from Inglewood. So I'm saying this to you all. Walk. Keep walking. Don't stop. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was going to stop walking. But you know what? When Brian got up here and gave the speech that he gave, that is supposed to encourage each and every one of us. We can't just stop at one school. We got to walk and we got to keep walking. We got to stand up and we got to fight back. I've been an activist since I was 15 years old. We got to stand up and fight back. And now is the time. Stand up, fight back.
All right, everybody, we're on a march for educational justice. We're walking for our kids. Let's walk. Come on.
So we're back on the path. Oops. We just stopped at Benjamin Banneker Public School, for those of you who want to know. Excuse me.
Probably holding all these kids into your building, gonna have it overcrowded. Right.
Marshals, we need marshals in the front. No, I'm asking. Slow down. Who's school? High school. High school. Who's school? Who's children? Our children. Who's children? Our children. You got it from that end, right?
But, by the way, hello, Rousseau, and hello, Jen Baker. Yeah, mention we're not on the west side. We're in Inglewood. We're on the south side of Chicago right now.
Our streets. Our streets. Our streets.
Woo! Come in there!
Our streets.
Our streets!
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 Our streets. Our streets. Our schools. Our schools. Our schools. Our schools.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have
Well,
to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
That is why we have to fight.
Education is a right.
This is actually a real march. Dude, there's no blood. No one gives a shit. People are getting hurt. Black people are getting hurt. No one gives a shit.
Stand up, fight back.
No one cares.
Stand up, fight back.
No one else does. That's the way the world
Stand up, fight back.
is. But that's the way it is.
Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
People watching the fun. Anyone else?
Our school. Our school.
huh?
So this is the point. You should be watching it.
Yeah.
I know people have busy lives.
Do you understand?
Today is Sunday.
Do you,
It's church
do you
day.
understand why I've been angry the past month about this?
Yeah.
Retweet, retweet, retweet. This is an important issue.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not. Let me fix it.
Whether you retweet myself or Matt, doesn't matter. Retweet. Get that word out there. If you want to know something, we're in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the whole entire country right now. If you want to know that. So viewership is kind of important because you don't get to see a neighborhood like this too often through mainstream media. Get that word out there. Even if you're not, even if you're not getting people on the stream, at least retweet our pictures. Just retweet this. This is a very important issue that the whole country doesn't seem to be grasping, that, marginalized communities are under a grave attack from these neoliberal vampires.
That's good.
Education is a right. 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 Save our schools, don't close our schools. Save our schools, don't close our schools.
Hey, where's my moderator? I have a troll in here. But before you get kicked out, what's my problem with rich people? How about greediness? Greed, man. Greed. That's the problem. Greed. It's okay for you to be rich. It's not okay for you to be so damn greedy.
Word.
Want to know what my problem with rich politicians are? How about this? How about this? How about this? That's my problem with rich people. How about this? You know, they have enough money to build stadiums, but they don't have enough money to build the community. How about this crap?
I live in Inglewood.
Right here.
Who cares about DePaul? Who cares if you put money in DePaul? How's that going to benefit the people in this city? Look at this community. There are no decent grocery stores, no decent hospitals, and now you want to take away what little we have, the schools? What the heck are you thinking? What are you thinking? What next? Closing churches?
Let me try to find Yoni, and I'll let him know that his stream is out. And I hear you on that one.
They even trying to privatize parks.
Yeah.
They don't want the kids. The police take down the basketball rims because they don't want the kids playing ball. They want them going to jail.
Nope.
So that's what they want. If you ask me, it's the poor versus the rich. It's racism, however way you write it. Only it's poor and rich.
That is why we have to fight. That is why we have to fight. That is why we have to fight. That is why we
What's up, Cage Free?
That is why we have to fight. That is why we have to fight.
This is their version of the new Inglewood. Those are new houses.
Really?
They pull down houses to build these new houses, and they only let us elected few get in. They pushing the real people who live in here out and blaming the people for the devastation that they started.
As you can see, another vacant lot that's unkempt. You don't see any network news here showing this side of Chicago.
They want to promote the bad side. They want to make this the bad area when it's not. They want to demonize the people in Inglewood and say it's their fault, but it's not their fault.
Yep.
You can't buy a house off of McDonald's or Walmart town. Let's face it. Everybody in this community want the same thing as anybody else. They want a job, they want a home, they're tired of paying rent. Rent is extremely high in this neighborhood, and the utilities constantly jack your bill up. They say, we ain't paying our bills. That's a lie. We pay our bills, but the bill get higher. The more we pay, the higher it goes.
Yep.
So what's really going on?
But they want to give tax breaks to all the businesses downtown, though.
Right.
Like, cause they're struggling, you know.
Right. So the president and went in everybody's neighborhood but Inglewood.
Yeah.
This needs to be the backdrop of his economic plan. Right here. You want to bring jobs? You need to come in here and do a press conference. Quit hiding.
Yeah, where's the American Recovery Reinvestment Act here in England? I don't see none of that here.
You heard Jean Carter speak, so if it was, I'm quite sure she would have got some of that American Recovery Fund, but no, they go into these, they go into these lily white towns who are thriving already and use that as a backdrop. But this is the real heart of the ghetto, and there's many more like it in Chicago.
Of course.
They're not reporting on it.
It's on the west side yesterday.
It's like they don't care, and they don't care.
They don't.
The only time they care is when some kid get killed and they want to use that kid and his poor family as a poster child to promote their gun, their ban on guns.
Yep.
But I believe every citizen should have the right to protect
You can
themselves.
see the streets here.
Right.
Look at this. Where's the garbage men? Where's the utility men coming here and cleaning up this park? They'll clean it up in downtown, but they won't clean it up here.
Those terrorists, they want to tell people how to live, which is prison. I told the owner I would never rent up out of there. What you mean? I can't have people over there like I want to. I'm paying you rent. They want us to live like prisoners. We
Yeah.
are not prisoners. We are people just like they are. And we are Americans. We are the true Americans. America is broke because of its greedy politicians. They want everybody else to take a cut and pay, but they don't want to take a cut and pay. They want everybody else to volunteer, but they don't want
That's right. There are college-age kids who are not even signing up for college because of the cost. It costs too much.
Now they want to sneak around and make their parents pay for public education.
Doesn't cost too much for their wealthy, though. It's a little drop in a bucket, actually. And this is a stark reality of the income inequality that is currently plaguing this country in this year of 2013, in this century of the 21st century.
What we need to do as people with cameras, we need to start documenting neighborhoods like this and making our own little tourism package and show it to the tourists. This is the real Chicago right here.
Yep.
Not the Chicago you see on TV, but this is the real Chicago. And every city has a real story to their city.
We're not watching Family Matters here, folks.
Nope. And we're not watching these phony reality shows. This is the real reality show here. People are hurting. They've lost faith in the politicians. They've lost faith in the ministers because I just heard that some of the churches said it's a good idea to close the schools. How in the world are you going to tell me something about God and you sitting up there agreeing with this man who thinks he is God?
Yeah. Here we go, another example of a vacant lot.
Back of a school.
Behind a school.
Extra space that they could build something.
You could put a community garden here. You could put a small business here, reinvest in the community.
See the college in the background, Kennedy King College?
Yep.
They say it's for the community? Okay. You got a swimming pool and a gym in there, and the people in the community can't even go in there and utilize it unless you register to become a student at Kennedy King.
Yep.
So, what's going on in this community? I'll tell you what's going on. You got the rich who want to make themselves look good. They want to use communities like this to pump up their own private agendas to make themselves look good. Mayor Daley would always come in the Ogden Park.
So this area looks a little bit, a little bit more developed than the last area we were in.
But it's because of the college.
It's because of the college.
Kennedy King, because they built the new Kennedy King College, and they had to fight to get that. Really fight. But again, it's not really open for the community. And if they do have stuff, they don't put information out there. Just like the Salvation Army Center right on 69th and Morgan. They don't put information out in the community like they should. They expect for the people to come to it. But everybody's not going to just walk up there.
I'm also noticing that in this area, the reception, the cellular reception is not as optimal as it is downtown.
Well, you're right. And guess what? You can only get Comcast cable over here. When you order a pizza, you can only order from Papa T's Pizza. That's not a good pizza place. Comcast is a ripoff. You can't get Wow up in here because Comcast got it on lock. If you ask me, these are mafia tactics.
When I was in the West Side yesterday, I had no service, barely any service. You would think that something in this day and age, something as basic as cellular service would be accessible to everybody, even down here.
Right. And I don't know what it is. When you label a neighborhood as a violent neighborhood, as a bunch of throwaways, people don't put nothing into it. Now, honestly, I wouldn't want to open up a business in here with the violence that's going on, because I would be afraid that my store is going to get broken in, my employees are going to get killed. I understand that part of it, but that's where law enforcement come in. Law enforcement is lacking over here.
Law enforcement doesn't do anything down here, aside from harass people.
Oh yeah, like me and you walking down the street. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. If you were black and walking with me, and none of these people were here, the police car would roll up and look at you. Then they'd eventually stop you before you make it to that corner.
The reason why the cellular reception's good around here is because there's a college. Wait till we go into the neighborhoods, then it's going to start
And we just a few blocks.
You'll have a
away
bit.
from
You'll have
the
a.
police station.
You'll have a bit rate at like 0.00. But even down there, even across the street from the college, you can see buildings that are boarded up and abandoned.
If they were to cross Halsted, you would really see something. Which I don't think they're gonna go across Halsted, but if they were, you would really see something. You ain't seen nothing yet. It was just last Sunday on Mother's Day. A boy was shot and killed on 65th and Morgan.
Well, it looks like we're crossing Halsted.
Yeah, it looks like we're crossing it. That building right there could have been fixed up.
So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna archive this momentarily. I'm gonna take a couple photographs, and I'll be right back in about a minute or so.
I don't see channel